No Smite leading in, making space. Hanbin as well. Hanbin so close to the grab right now. He's really dominating.
He's just moving forward. He goes, yeah, the grab would be great. What if I just beam 3 people down? How about that? Unbelievable aggression coming out from Hanbin.
Take him to a hero like Zarya, absolutely no trouble. And this is such a high tempo. Trance is not ready yet.
Yep, there's a Graviton and the fall through. It's all there. And I mean, the scary part is that it's so...
XE take you out, so I think it's quite complicated to play against Paris.
Oh no. Immediately XE strikes. Sparkle on the follow through. 2 for the Paris Eternal as the Gladiators just barely peek their heads through the door. Blink and you miss it. Just hoofed it there. Walked the old-fashioned way, but the problem is for the Gladiators are down 2 immediately. Sparkle's out of the fight, but Hanbin charged up, ready to go. XE, no one looking at him on the side. This is going to be immensely difficult for the Gladiators to try and bring back, especially as they just fall 1 by 1 to Hanbin. Oh, word. That is...
You've got multiple stuns online, and
yep,
there it is. I mean, that's an instant 180 flash double tap. Like, it may seem simple, but that's actually pretty hard to do, to hit the instant double headshot there, because even if you're just a second slow on the first headshot.
Powering through, you cursing that, there you go. Yeah, the stuns are really good versus Sombra, and then immediately, as if you willed it into an existence, XE immediately takes down Kevster. I mean, there's proving your point. Sometimes you need a little bit of help from your supports. That's a big part of it, but even still, the Gladiators had the back out. Sparkle easily dives into the back. That's beautiful there, Jake, and it's just not stopping.
I like this from Mira actually committing, but it is very high risk because, okay, I actually don't like that. I thought it was better, but with both DPS dead, I mean, they lost both support.
Kevster finally has the EP. It took a really long time to build and does nothing when it's finally out. XE, meanwhile, Deadeye on the point, a little bit of zoning. OG already down. Birdring lands a stick, but that's just one of much to be done as Sparkle doesn't care. Sparkle pulls out the blade, chops down 2, and the Eternal just crushing the Gladiators. This wasn't even close.
ZP, I think we're cursed, all right? Like, all right, let's see the rest of the series, but...
Situation, unless they can get a pick here now. XE gets pretty low, gets away, and oh, Mira's out of the fight.
See, Sparkle still brawling, still fighting. This Zen seems destined to go down. Sparkle finishes him off. Kevster and Sparkle fighting it out, but of course Sparkle gets the help from his team. And just getting overwhelmed here are the Los Angeles Gladiators. Losing OG that early into the fight really is painful. Kind of just let no spot. Birdring, nice tracking, puts out a ton of damage on the enemy Zarya. But
oh no,
the Primal boops Shaz right off the map. Can't even use Trance to save himself from that. So now the card is really rolling into second. Well, and nice boop there. I think that is 1 off the map and should be able to get a quick cleanup onto XE here. No way to save him. And the ults now come through, but yeah, grab bomb combo does come through, but
yeah, I don't think they're heading into a losing fight for sure, the way they potentially were before. And okay, Graviton comes out early, Eternal falling through off Hanbin's setup, and the Gladiators, now they just have to back out.
Crucial piece in terms of map control off the table. Sparkle is going to commit the blade with the Primal as well, and this got to be second point.
One would think, and ooh, nice juggle there from No Smite. A little bit excessive, but man, does it work. Eternal now about ready to break down the castle door. Birdring, though, back on in, gets 1 pulse bomb pick off. Hanbin off the map. I don't think that's going to be enough, but this delay, at least keeping the opportunity out there. And okay, the Gladiators are getting back out. I think the Eternal have to go back in. I mean, this is very difficult now. The Gladiators are going to start trickling back out.
Oh, that kill on Shaz is massive, though, so that is going to cut off the healing to enemy Brig. Fielder is still brawling it out, and it's just delay now. But Gladiators
does its job and more. Fielder falling towards the end. The Gladiators, they buy themselves even more time.
Yeah, that was absolutely last second possible for Shaz. He gets the trance just in time to heal up OG, so the pulse bomb doesn't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Eternal, they try and make this 2-fight territory, but we'll see. Fielder down immediately. The choice not in Eternal's hands at all. They're going to have to try and win in the next fight. A very swift execution.
Even better, actually. Gladiators. Blade only. That's even cheaper than grab only. So
OG jumping on down. Primal ready. Already Fielder on the fight. Both teams down to Zen. Sparkle has pulled out the blade. In the back line, already 2. It's a bit of a scrappy fight from both sides, but one, the Eternal can still keep in progress. Hanbin getting very close to building grab as OG just juggles around, looking for the Zarya on top of it. Hanbin might not be able to drop it. It goes off the map. OG, an absolute monster. But now the Gladiators, they still have to clean up here in the payload. Kevster pulling out the blade, looking for a little more. Slices down FD God. More ready to go. You got the emergency ball out here from No Smite as the Eternal. Now they're just trying to get as much progress as possible, but it ends right there.
They still have teeth and claws right now.
It's excellent focus fire. Sparkle taken down. Couldn't get away. Now Kevster gives up his life for it. So it's not quite over yet. Fielder finds Birdring and the Eternal solidify. But there's a real opportunity there, and the focus fire on the both Sparkle and No Smite coming in from the Gladiators was very impressive as that fight kicked off.
Yeah, well done, and No Smite doesn't want to give up. He is going to finish off this Brig as well, so a little extra shots on the Bird Ring sets him low. Now, Kevster going with the Blade, but XC's already done his damage, and the Grab is just going to instantly counter that out.
Yeah, I think the grab was just being saved as anti-blade there. It might not have even been needed in that instance, but still, you want to be sure you're on defense. And look, the surest way for the Eternal to win this map. So Sparkle, though, has the blade. Looking to the back, takes down Chaz immediately. One so far, but Birdring doing more work in the back. Both teams fighting out. Hanbin could be next factory, and FD got down, but it's just Hanbin and No Smite around. Hanbin down. And this should be the Gladiators fight. Don't think you're going to have a crazy stall.
These backliners grab onto both tanks, but can they follow this up? Looks like they will be able to. So nice initiation there from Eternal, and it resets Mirror on that energy charge. So valuable.
It's always funny when you see a grab at the top. That's going to make the Eternal think twice. OG not done yet. Hanbin just getting smushed as OG continues to push into the back. Kevster pulls out the blade for the support. Two more piled on. And the Gladiators finally make their move, and it's a good one.
Beautiful by OG. Barely staying alive on the skin of his teeth. This fight is so close.
It's overtime right now. The Gladiators, they're out of time. They need to push it over and in. Hanbin, though,
grab
sets off the Graviton. Doesn't do much. Meanwhile, Kevster in the back has the blade. Takes down Exy. Looking for more. Set up a grab for his own team, but can't get close. Gets moved back. Stunned down. The Eternal. They hold on here on point B thus far. Transcendence coming in to buy a little bit of time, but this one looking just about over. They hold off the Gladiators and go up 2-0.
Wow, what an incredible...
God, getting pretty low, but Mirror isolated, taken down. That's huge as the Eternal now have a big edge.
No Smite, though, pays with his life, and with no Winston, I mean, the Zarya going down is big, but OG, he's cruising toward that Primal. 95, there's no way they're going to expect this. OG gets a kill, though, so I think he doesn't even need it. This is a beautiful attack by the Gladiators.
Yeah, the Gladiators hold on despite the early pickoff, but I mean, key there was just getting... Fielder again, drop the Cole early. The Eternal looking to take the initiative, and they do. Shaz falling immediately, and we talked about the Eternal having aggression, players like Hanbin having aggression, and it's about as aggressive as it gets.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if you're going to play them more, that's a beat off. However, you still have grab, so Transforce very early, and no, Mirror is bursted as well. Counter EMP does come down, and it does find a good 4 players. Birdring with a follow-up. Birdring, no Smite. But Chaz doing actually nice work surviving, and Gladiators want to just keep this rolling, but I think without Big Goose, it's just over here. And now Chaz is pretty hard reset on the ultimate charge, and oh man, I mean, it was a good, I like the idea in Fielder.
And the Eternal, the EMP is gone. They're still in a great spot. Cole out here from Fielder. Hanbin setting up the grab. And the Eternal just rejecting the Gladiators at every moment. And not just kill feed clean up there before you look at it, go FD got 3. It's like, okay, a lot of work was another Eternal get away more. Birdring looking for the stick, looking for the finish. Meanwhile, Nico lands his stick on OG. It's far more impactful. The Eternal, look at how deep they're willing to dive here, Jake. They go, oh, what about the front gate? We don't care.
Yeah, although it does...
Eternal here, Jake.
They're still going to get a refight, though. No strong counters, really, to Graviton Surge here. Hanbin, he's looking for a good one, but he's getting booped into the corner, and he's only going to get OG. OG doesn't mind tanking that for his team. It is going to cost him his life. However, the fight is still going, and oh, what a stick by Birdring. Takes down the high-energy Zarya.
That's the Gladiators staying alive. Go under pressure from Discord Orb immediately, looking for the pulse, but the EMP coming on out, and the Gladiators immediately follow through, and it's a really nice EMP from Kevster.
Yeah, I like committing the EMP early like that. You know, Beat is really the counter that the Paris Eternal has for the EMP.
It is solid to a degree. The one thing is that EMP is the equalizer, but the early grab, they take the initiative. They don't wait for Soon to try and drop an EMP, but look at the EMP in the back. Hits 5. And even with the initiative, the EMP is so devastating that the Eternal are still able to turn the fight a little bit more in their favor. And now the Gladiators in a little bit in a tougher spot, but Kevster, 2, both teams back and forth. But you have the Eternal on the point, you have the tanks on the point, and the Gladiators, I think they just took too much damage. Both teams able to back out to a degree. Kevster under heavy fire. Hanbin and Soon, though, starting to connect. 2 for the Eternal. And this is crazy momentum going against the Gladiators.
Yeah, I love that jump across the high ground by Hanbin using the right click. It enables him to get in with that perfect grab. And Kevster's forced to just be there instantly. That's really all he can do. And he does not find the coal, so he's missing a lot of damage.
Gladiators now trying to stagger out, look for any miracle to bring it back. Transcendence just to keep the fight in progress, including an emergency Roadhog swap from OG, and does not last long, Jake.
No, not at all.
Only one if they dilly-dally around. OG, he somehow poke damage over the top, but Hanbin charged up, just pierces through, and the Gladiators, one fight. But look at Hanbin, that's nuts! Absolutely crazy.
Hanbin just flipped the switch there. I think they learned from their mistakes. In a desperate scenario, someone's got to touch, but it'll be suicidal.
The Eternal being heavily aggressive. Nico, though, falls for it, but so does OG. That's a much bigger prize, and oh no! The Gladiators can't even get to right now. And this is tough for the Gladiators. One mistake, the series is likely over. No, there it is. Soon with 3, and they say he's not a fragging Sombra. Think again. The Eternal, that's going to seal it. A clean sweep, and they keep their edge over the Shock.
Bears Eternal remain in control of their destiny there.